Good evening, my friends. How are you? Today I'm back with a TUDOR Black Bay Panda mod, of course. It's a chrono with two sub-dials minus a second-hand function. It looks unique without the third dial. Let's go for the measurement. The diameter measures some 39 millimeter. Lug width is about 20 millimeter. Lug to lug is about 48 millimeter. Thickness about 12.7 millimeter. And its weight is at 76 grams. Looks cool. Alright, next we will go for the sapphire glass test to see whether the glass surface is made of sapphire. Oh, it is. Now let's test on another watch. This one isn't because there's no sound. Okay, let's check what's inside this box. Yeah, let's not waste any time. Whoa. That's the watch mechanism, VK64. That's the watch hands, the TUDOR style. Matching dial. There's a nice watch case. Yeah, the stainless steel this time. This case features a special screw down system whereby you can prevent accidental presses while in water. Screw down case with a nice set of rubber straps. With this, we can actually use it to control the prong just when we are about to install into the watch case later. Let's set this aside. Now let's start the build. Let's start with the mechanism. We will need to, have we forgotten something? Yeah, the finger quartz, yeah. We will need to install the watch dial to the mechanism. We have to merge them together, pair them up. Look at the dial, white background. Most of our watches, they're all black background, but this time around I decided to go for the white calendar system to match with the dial. The dial will actually have some nice contrast against the black bezel. Alright, okay, let's merge them together, pair them up and see how it looks. Carefully look for the holes, press them in, do not force your way, one step at a time. Okay, it's in. To make sure it's nicely fitted, press bit by bit around the sides of the mechanism and the dial. Next, we will need to remove the watch stem. Let's get the small tool, insert into the small little section just as where I'm pointing it. Stick it in for keeping it pressed, and you can remove the watch stem. Next, I'll remove the battery. Just nudge the small little spring holding onto the battery. touch it out. Give the battery a light rub to clean the terminals, making sure there's no oil for better contact later. Push back the pin. Okay, here comes the mechanism holder. So adjust it to the size of the wash mechanism. Put it in and lock it down. This holder seems a bit too small. I'll be changing to a larger one. This is the larger one. This should fit the wash mechanism with ease. Opening it up to fit it in. I think this end looks better. I will not attempt to remove the crown from the case, and I will lock it onto the watch stamp. Now we insert into the movement. Opening up the battery gate and insert the battery. Now let's put it onto the watch movement holder. Lock it up to have it secured. Let's get you a closer look. Right, here's the hour hand, minute hand, seconds hand, and the two little hands. There's the movement hand pusher. Let's put on the hour hand. That's the first hand that you would normally put on. We just need to sit the hour hand on the pinion without pushing it fully into the position, because we'll be using the movement hands pusher, which is this red device in front of you, to secure the watch hand by pushing it down into the pinion. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, pointing accurately. I'm pretty happy with that. Would you agree? Now we are trying to locate the midnight position, which is all the hands should point to 12 as soon as the new day hits. It is now time to install this minute hand. I still find using the pusher is much better than the red hands pusher. At least it's more controllable and I can see. Yeah, so you see I fitted on the minute hand rather quickly. Yeah, very accurate, right to the 12th position. Let's give it another turn. Let's see. good. The new day hits just before 12 a.m. The third hand to go in is the small hands. This small hands is actually the minute counter hand during the chrono function. Pushing it down, give it a check. Using extra lighting to shine to determine if the small hands is indeed pointing right at the 60 mark. 60 serves as the 0, yeah. The last small hands to go in is the 24-hour marker. Pushing it down, give it a check. Yeah, nice. A very smooth one until now. Okay, just before we slap on the second hand, we got to reset the chrono function. Push the top to let it run and push the bottom to reset it. Now we can install the second hand for the chrono function. Securing it by making sure it's pointing to 12 and pushing it down with a tweezer. Let's check. Yep, it's operating smoothly. It's not stuck to any of the watch hands as in the minute hand or the hour hand. Let's give it a turn to make sure all the hands are able to turn smoothly without getting entangled with one another. And checking the midnight position now. Oh, okay. 11:55 p.m. and it turns to a new day. I'm pretty happy with that. Like I mentioned in my previous video, if it changes to a new date, well, the second hand is in between the 50 and 15 is acceptable. Taking out the watch stamp now. Let's give the dial some puff to make sure that there's no dust on the surface of the dial, because we need to case in the movement into the watch case already. Okay, dropping in the O-ring, greasing it slightly, move it to one side for now. Another puff to the internal part of the surface of the glass, giving it a thorough wipe. And it's time for us to case in. Go in at an angle whereby the buttons of the watch should go in first. Flip it over, turn it over. Let's refit the watch stamp. Now take note, the watch stamp is raw and therefore it's long, and we will need to trim it for best fit. all buttons are functioning normally. The hands can turn freely. Let's remove the watch stem, but before that, let's measure the gap that we need to cut off the stem. Okay, the watch stem is off the watch. Now let's detach the crown from the stem. We will now measure 6.5 to be cut off from the stem. After cutting off, we will need to grind it down. I will insert the watch stem into the stem holder and have it grind down using a file and attach some of this Loctite to the stem side and lock in the crown. Purpose of the Loctite is to prevent the crown from detaching from the stem later when it's inside the watch. Okay. Now we will need to wipe off any surplus on the watch stem. That is to prevent the surplus from getting into contact with the movement when they are inside the watch case. Now let's try putting it back into the watch case and see whether it fits into the watch case snugly. Yeah, let's give it a few turns. Yeah, it's pretty much neatly locked into the watch case now. Suppose we can give it a turn and also press of the button to see whether the chrono functions normally. So we are about to install the... Oh no, let's give it a few puffs. Now it's time to install the O-ring to the back of the watch case. Push them into the groove using a small tool. Let's give it a few light puffs. Since we are locking in the case already, we do not want any dust to appear on the dial or inside the glass. Give it a few twists to make sure it's locked into place. Give it a few final checks. I'll be removing this layer of a plastic from the back of the case. Now we have to lock down this case using a special tool. It is now time to install the watch straps, but before that, let's remove the two prongs secured to the top and the bottom part of the watch. Here are the watch straps. Let's put in the bottom part of the strap and now the top part of the strap. I can't wait to turn it over and show it to you how the watch looks like with the strap on. This is it. Let's do it. Let's turn it over. Now, ain't that the beauty? Shining. Our TUDOR Black Bay Panda Chrono. The pusher at the top is locked. You can't push it, so you need to unscrew it. The bottom part as well later. See, now you can push it. The bottom part is locked as well. You can't push it unless you have it unlocked, and you may now push it to reset it. It's a flyback, guys. It's a flyback. I guess some of you would be loving it by now. And look at this, the twin brother. The Seiko speed timer with 3 sub dials, except that today's build of this TUDOR Black Bay Panda has got 2 dials. Is because there's one less sub dial, which is the second hand for timekeeping. Let's give it a lume test now. Bright and nice. Cool, right? Let me know if you think it's cool. Share in the comment section. Since this is the holiday seasons, build yourself one. You will love it. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. And leave your comments in the comment section. I would like to hear from you. I will see you in the next video. Happy New Year. Thanks for watching and bye.